Yo,
What's up? What's up?
welcome to the platform. It's your boy Jay Reed. We got Breannajay. We got Breannajay in.
What's up? What's up?
That's your artist name,
That is my artist name and my real name.
Breannajay.
The J is short for my middle name, but
You can tell us your middle name? What the J short for?
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn. So sweet. So tell everybody where you was born and raised at.
I was born and raised in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia.
Mm, what part of Georgia?
I'm literally born in like directly out of the heart of Atlanta. So I was born in Fulton County, but I was raised in Decatur.
Damn. So you seen all the celebrities growing up, right?
Nope. Believe it or not, I haven't really seen too many celebrities.
That's lit. That's lit. And I also seen this post where they was saying that everybody who think they move to Atlanta gonna blow up soon, start their business, is gonna like come overnight. What's your thoughts on that?
Um, well, I think it's easier for artists who are not from Atlanta to come here and make something happen, but the ones that are here have to leave to really get the support that they need.
Why you say that they not from here? They gotta come.
The love is just different when you're just in a different space. I also think the grind is a lot harder when I'm saying you going at it more when you're not at home. People know you, they're kind of comfortable, and then if you blow up, then that's when they become like bandwagon fans.
Yeah, it's kind of always like that though. Was you raised with your mother and father?
Me,
Yeah,
um, I've had my mom. My dad was kind of in and out, but I definitely know who my dad is.
yeah. How was your childhood growing up? Was it good?
Yeah, I had a pretty quiet, pretty comfortable, pretty stable childhood.
Was you popular in high school?
My opinion is that I was a fly on the wall, but I was popular on a level of like I wasn't in the crowd, but I knew everybody in the crowd. So I guess singing like gave me cool points. And then like I was a cheerleader, so that gave me cool points too.
Mm, okay. And you sang in the choir. Was you singing in like church choirs too?
Yeah, when I was young, like yeah, for a while, probably about in between 6 and 13, maybe a little longer than that, maybe 15.
So how I feel to always perform in front of a stage.
It's actually been a while, but I did it for a long time, so it got comfortable to a point to where I was just, you know, there's nothing.
You think you can
I
get out
mean,
there
you still
now?
get nerves, you still get a little nervous every time you get up there. So I might drink a little something before I get on stage.
So you got to
Sometimes.
you take a shot.
Well, I might drink a little wine 'cause I'm not really much of a drinker anymore. So
How old you?
I'm older. No, I'm 30. I'm not
Okay.
embarrassed for that.
So what it is? 30's the new 20s, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
You believe it?
I do. I feel like it's a reset. I feel like it's the time for the focus and the money. When you're in your 20s, like you still experiencing yourself. You still like learning about yourself, still having trial and error, still trying things that might not be, you know, for you in your 30s.
Yeah, yeah. You feel different though being 30? Your body wise?
Oh, well, yeah, my body, you know what I'm saying? Waking up, like, I didn't know that part when my body was going to ache today, but okay. But for the most part, it's not too much of a difference.
That's what you do. That's interesting. That's interesting. You see that a lot though. A lot of like when you perform in front of a lot of people, do you get nervous or is like the small crowds that get you more nervous?
Believe it or not, a lot of people get nervous in front of people that they don't know, but I don't too much get nervous in front of people I don't know. I get more so nervous knowing that it's people in the crowd that I do know, and more so family in the audience than anything. I
Do
don't
you
know
think
why.
What you think the hardest part about being an artist, like that the public don't know? Because since you do a little bit, I mean, since you are artists, like what probably like some of the hard parts, like behind the scenes that the fans or the people don't know, the casual fans don't know.
Mm, the hardest part. The hardest part. Putting in the work. And I want to say like being consistent, trying to make sure you stay relevant. Really like the hard stuff. Just like like keeping your brand in place, like uh going to the studio consistently or keeping up on like if you're training your vocals or something like that.
Do you take vocal lessons?
I used to. Not much so now. No. I should get back to it though. I definitely should. Because the more you train, the better you get. So,
You believe you can teach somebody to be a singer?
huh?
Do
Say
you
that
believe
again.
you can teach somebody to be a singer?
Ooh. I feel like some people they have it. They just naturally have it, and I feel like some people have the ear for it. So if you have the ear for music, you probably can learn like tonal memory and like the things like you can learn a song and you can learn to sing it well, but you will if you're not a vocalist you'll never be able to sing on a level of a like a Fantasia or a Aretha Franklin or Patti LaBelle. Like that for me is like natural.
Yeah, I feel like it's different levels to it, don't you think?
Yeah, I
What
mean,
kind
but
of
you I feel like on a spectrum you got like so you have like the Sierras, you have the Ashantis, you have and then on the deeper scale, you have like the Jasmine Sullivans. You have like I said, you have Alicia Keys. Well, not Alicia Keys at this point. Sometimes I'd be wondering about her vocals, but she's kind of in the middle for me. But on that scale, like I said, the Patties, the Aretha Franklins.
you think it really matter about vocals? Because you got artists like Bryce Tiller. He can't sing to save his life, but he make good music.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like people like Ashanti and Sierra make great music, but they're not the greatest vocalists. So they're not
Ashanti got some
like I said. You
vocals.
can't put them in the same bracket as a Jasmine Sullivan or a Brandy.
Brandy's a good vocalist, but it's kind of like rapping to me. And I say this to a lot of artists all the time, and they don't like it. Just because you can rap, don't mean you're a great rapper or
Right.
artist. You got
Right.
about making good songs. I don't feel like Fantasia make the best music.
What?
Don't make the best music. The
She
last,
makes she makes very substance music, like music of substance.
if I had a choice, I'd rather listen to Ashanti than Fantasia. Not saying so, but her first album was good. After that first album and
Have you
that
heard her
section,
last album?
I gotta go back and listen to it, bro.
Have you heard her last two albums?
She been getting on the
She's
gospel thing.
I think no, she's got a rock soul kind of vibe. She created a different kind of genre. It's different, but no, let me tell you something. Don't knock it till you try it. Because I haven't I still listen to all her albums. I don't listen more so to the last album, but everything from that I listen. You have to really go listen. And it's what I'm saying, to each his own. It really depends
And
on what you like.
see, that's why artists fell off. And Justin Timberlake made a quote. He said, "The reason why I always maintain the level of success is I keep the same writers and producers." See, they start dabbling with different things. Her first album was good. Now, her first album was great. But see, she was hungry too because she just came off American Idol. So she had a point to prove. Got a point to prove with that first album. Because back then, when your first album didn't flop, when your first album flopped, they usually shelf you after that. You were ghostwriter or you on the back burner. But I felt like now the second one was good. She had that When I See You. I think she had that on her second album. That was a good album. That was pretty cool. But it just I don't know. It just didn't hit me no more. Just
Her first album, if I'm not mistaken, she was still contracted with Fox. So keep in mind
it
certain
kept it.
people.
Well, they helped her. Whoever helped her with that first one, they did a damn good job.
Um I don't even know who was on her second album. If I'm not, if I can't
Let me look
remember.
it up right quick.
But it was somebody specific I can't think of. But I know that she had the album where she did the song with um Kelly and Missy. Missy was a producer, and that was a really good album.
We were talking about the first one.
No, that's me skipping to the next album because she had. I have to
So
look at all her albums. Matter of fact, we don't have to talk about her albums, but
free yourself.
she
That song.
definitely have some good. You know what I'm saying? You got to go and pick and choose because she do have certain songs. Now I think maybe at a time her team was not what they needed to be. Because again, what people fail to understand about music is that we all looking to be that star, but and they train you to be that person on top. But it's enough room for all of us. There's a genre out there for all of us, and it's how you maneuver and how you reach your fan base. So to say that, that's what I'm saying. I disagree because there are people out there. She's still touring, unlike a lot of people. I mean, she didn't calm down now, but at a point, she was really just touring, and a lot of people didn't know that she was still getting paid doing small shows. She did The Color Purple. She did a lot of stuff with
Oh, I
Tyler
ain't
Perry.
denying the bag. I know she been getting the bag.
I'm
I just
saying, but
feel.
she's still going off her old albums too.
I
So
know.
she
That's
got
what
a
I'm saying.
whole, you know what I'm saying? She got a whole roster of music to choose from, but she
Right.
still making good money.
Oh yeah, yeah. I never deny her talent, and I just feel like her old music hit better than the new. I just feel like also the personal life allegations kind of outweighed the music. Her personal life allegations.
I
Her.
I just think for me, I think it's that her music not for everybody.
You're
And
right.
when you're someone who is anointed or you're, what I'm saying, God have a real specific purpose for you, a lot of people can't reach that. They're not feeling it.
I mean, Free Yourself is probably my favorite album by her. I gotta go back and listen to some of her work. I'm listening to her work tomorrow. Uh, that Free Yourself. I think she got Missy Elliott on two of her songs. Now my favorites off her first one I remember was Baby Mama. That was a good one. Free Yourself and
She had 2 Week Notice. That was a good song. That could have been a great single.
which one? Repeat that again. I couldn't hear you.
2 Weeks Notice. A lot of people know that song. Um, it's a great song. You just
Mm.
like it's a bunch of songs. Again, you just have to sit and listen. And some people don't. They so wrapped up on she always hollering, so they don't
And taking
really,
off her shoes.
huh?
And
Well, I
taking off.
mean, that's because that's who she is. That's her personality. That's somebody that really get into music. Like she really loved what she do, and sometimes she caught up in the spirit. So when you don't have control over how what I'm saying, the spirit is going through your body, you getting up there doing what you love, and then that means that God is coming through her. It's not really her even doing what she's doing. So I don't, some people might not like it, and that's fine. That's not for them. But I guarantee you, it's a bunch of people that enjoy her, and it's more so people that are older than younger.
Right, right.
That's her
I think,
crowd because she got an old spirit. So,
yeah, kind of like Keisha Cole.
like everybody don't enjoy Keisha Cole. Some people think she scream all the time. Me personally, I love Keisha Cole. Now, I have not a favorite of a lot of her albums that came later. Again, I feel like too the hunger was there when she first started, but again, Kanye was one of her, I believe her creative producers when she first came out, her very first album. So that's a huge jump when you transitioning and you working with different people.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's kind of hard. It's hard for artists to be like a Jay-Z or Lil Wayne or have careers like that. Or Beyonce, even Beyonce music fell off, and nobody's saying it. But I'm saying
I just think when
her music
Beyonce
fell
kept
off the
doing
last
her own
15
ball.
years.
Yeah, but see, Beyonce, here's the thing about Beyonce. A lot of people don't understand. She played for a long time. She played by the rules until she can make her own rules. And that's what made her a boss. That album that I'm sure that Beyonce album, she talked about going in and they denied her album. And I personally believe they denied her album because it was a little bit too ratchet for her, as they would call it. But that record got her a lot of money. And I'm sure they wish at this point they would have listened to her and trusted her craft. See, a lot of people are so worried about fitting in a trend that they don't just make music because they love it and they enjoy it, and that's what makes you successful. It's somebody out there that always want to listen to your music.
Yeah, I just wish people would say like that last song she made, the Frankie Beverly remake. Why people can't just say it was trash? That shit was trash.
You think it's trash? It's not trash though. It's not trash because it was already, that's a song that's gonna sell itself. It's already, it's just a remake. And if you don't like it, at the end of the day, I mean, you could just go and listen to the old version. But it, I don't think it personally was a bad song because it already was a good song when it was created. She didn't do much different. She just changed the beat a little bit, and then she added a little verse at the end. So it's, that's not really much of a difference.
It
Like
was
I can
weak.
see if you sampled it, you know what I'm saying, and then you tried to get creative with it, but she used the exact words from the original song. So how can you say the song is trash? It's the
I can't
same
say.
song with
Why
an
did she
updated
mess it
beat.
up a classic? She destroyed a
That's
classic. That's
not
my.
messing up a classic. People mess up songs all the time. We don't talk about how certain people get out there and destroy a national anthem every chance they get when they get up there, and it be 1,000 times different, but it's still the same song, still the same words,
And
just in a
then
different key.
another thing, why they can't like that album she made with Jay-Z? That album was trash.
That album was, you think that album was trash?
That shit was
First of
weak,
all, that
bro.
was a marketing strategy because I personally believe that Jay-Z is getting a little older, so he needs to keep his fan base in place. So I felt like that was a way for them to merge their fans together. So that was definitely a marketing
But
strategy.
it had already been known Beyonce had a bigger fan base than Jay-Z. That's already
But
been known.
that's the point, to bridge the gap. See, when you work together and you put something together, now you got a large fan base that's for the team and not just for them individually. But I
Yeah,
went to that concert and I realized that I love Beyonce. Yeah, I'm a Destiny's Child fan, but I realized that I knew more Jay-Z songs than I thought. So when you
mm.
put that concert together, it was the best of both worlds.
I feel like she made better music with the group. I know it's an unpopular
I
opinion.
agree. I agree.
You agree
Their
with me on
last,
that? I thought I
I
was going crazy.
No, I agree. I'm gonna always wholeheartedly be a Destiny's Child fan before I'm a Beyonce fan
I'm a
because
Destiny.
that's where I met. That's how I was introduced to her. But and not to mention, she was one of the main writers, but she wasn't writing about just her own experiences. She was writing about things that they all been through. So, or people around them. So, I don't know, maybe I don't know, but I do appreciate that music more so than I do because I'm a Beyonce fan, and yes, I listen to her music, but I listen to more of all the old things more than I do the new
Her
stuff.
first two albums. Let me go back. Hold on. Her first two albums, I
The
think
Dangerously in Love, and
that was a
then
good album. That was good. I ain't gonna lie, that
that
was
was
a
a
good
great
album.
album. But guess who was behind that? Like somebody behind that, Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott. I gotta go back and research that.
Missy was on a couple of those songs, so she had something to do with that album.
B Day was good. B Day was good. That was a good
B
album.
Day was a great album, and
Very
she
good.
had a great, you know what I'm saying. She released all those videos. She had great videos. So
Sasha Fierce was weak. That shit was weak. Started
wait, which
getting Sasha
wait what?
Fierce. Sasha Fierce. After that, it started getting weak. Start
Mm,
getting weak.
I have
Yes.
favorites with Sasha Fierce. Like I have songs that I like specifically.
Now Halo was a great song on there. That was a big song. That single "Ladies," that song trash. I hate that song.
You
But
don't
all the
like it
gay
because you
people
don't
like it.
understand it.
All the gay people that love that song. So that song
Yeah,
was.
but you don't like it because you didn't understand it. All the girls understand that. Like that's gonna always forever be
And
a song.
Diva.
That,
And that song, I
what was
hate
wrong
it.
with that?
I ain't like it. I just ain't like it as a
You
guy.
just you didn't like it, but her numbers showed that a lot of people liked it. So it
Now
wasn't a bad
Ego was a lot.
song.
I like Ego. So maybe this album right here. But after this album, she really just fell off
So
musically.
what came after B Day? Four or
No,
Beyonce?
after B Day is Sasha Fierce.
So it's Sasha Fierce, and then it's the Sasha Fierce tour, and then what comes after the tour is like
Four.
four. Four was a great album.
I haven't heard for it before. I don't
She
think I
had
heard
Anytime. She had the song with Andre 3000, the
that
party
song.
song.
Wasn't that good? No, it wasn't.
It was a vibe. Don't do that. It was definitely a vibe.
Andre 3000 saved that song, bro. That song wasn't that
What?
good. We like that
Okay.
song. We
I
like the
mean,
party.
I'm agree to disagree. That was a good song. Anytime was a good song. And again, you have to think. Now, I was questioned about when I first heard who run the world. I was like, that's risky because that's definitely an old school sample.
Who
But
sampled that?
it's like, don't quote me. I don't want to say African man, but it's
The
it's
Dream
a
wrote that song. I'm sorry to cut you off, but the Dream wrote that for her.
well, it was a risky song, but it was definitely a song that, see, I don't know. I'm big when they create songs. I look at the marketing strategy, and she did that purposely. Uh, it was just like a female is future type song. So when I heard it, I was like, I don't know, Beyonce. I don't know if that one gonna make it or it's gonna flop. But then when you started to see her perform and the presentation of everything that came with it, I was like, okay. She had Love on Top too.
I don't like
That
that
was like
record.
her Jackson 5 vibe. And
I don't
then
like I don't like Party because it sounds like she's trying to be in the group. The harmonies out here kind of sound like she was trying to be in the group with that album. Like if you hear the harmonies, I'm
what do
like,
you mean though? What do you mean like being a group?
it kind of sound like she had the group. Like when I say it, like if you hear the background, the harmonies or the background vocals, if that makes sense. Like that's how I listened to it the first time. I was like,
Well, let's see. I don't think it's like a group song because any artist is gonna have harmonies and background vocals. We all got that, and group or not, you need that to make your song feel full. So, um,
who you
I
feel like?
mean, that just might not be. It just might not be your vibe. But I mean, to me, it was like like a '90s barbecue song. Like you get outside with your friends and you party and you cook, and it's just one of those songs that you enjoy because it's passing through on the playlist.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like Andre 3000 did his thing on that record. Like he got to go out of retirement. You know, so
He's a great artist. I just wish he would actually make music. Like he done kind of got away from it because he just really living life and he see life beyond a music career.
it's fast. And you say what age you start? What age you started recording music?
I recorded my first song probably my first professional song was at 18. Um, my first like terribly crafted. Well, it wasn't a terribly crafted song. Actually, a lot of people liked it, but it was crafted badly because I didn't hear it at home. And although it perceived to be decent, it was not. Like when I hear it now, I go back and hear it now, I'm like, ooh, that was trash. But I didn't have beats or anything, so I was like harmonizing, I was beatboxing, I was doing all this to make the song. So, but I mean, when I would go out and perform it, people liked it. So I want to say 16 informally and 18 was my first like professional song.
And what was the first? What song was it?
The first song was the informal song was "Will You Ever Know," and the song at 18. I did two. It was a song. I actually did three. So I did a cover of Rihanna's "Take a Bow." And that got actually flagged and copyrighted off of YouTube because they said I sounded like Rihanna. So I had to take that down. And then I did a song called "Gotta Let Me Know," and then I did a song called "Love Don't Live Here Anymore." So I did like a remake to the original.
Well, who's the original?
I think it's Minnie Riperton. Is it Minnie Riperton or Rose Royce? Rose Royce.
But they got a song called "Wishing on the Star." I love that song.
That's another song you probably don't like that Beyonce redid.
I know she fucked that up because
Oh my god.
Jay Z did a remake. Jay Z did a sample of it. And he fucked it up. They can't
Oh my
fuck.
god.
They fucking up the classics.
I can't believe you are bashing them. Just say
Hey,
you're not a full fan. You're not a stan. I'm not a stan, but I am a fan. Like, I do appreciate their music. I do appreciate them as an entity and as a
I'm
business.
just I'm objective. I speak real. Everybody ride Jay-Z and Beyonce dick. Like,
I respect them for their hustle and their craft and how much work they put into the game. However, I feel like they're equal. Well, I can't even get the word out. Equally great artists, great artists that have like substance, and even to me, some that have more soulful and substance than them. Now, I say that because I am personally, like I said, I like people like Jasmine Sullivan or a Kevin Ross because their music is, you know what I'm saying, it's heartfelt. Every time they sing, you feel it. So, but I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna negate anything that they do because they opening doors for people like me that can't even get in the room. So, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not one of those people that's like, you know, some people are like, oh, Jay-Z or um Nas. I feel like why can't they both exist? That's the thing. We got this thing going where we feel like we gotta have one on top, but we don't. That's why so many artists out there.
me personally, I think Jay-Z is just better than Nas. But I don't know who Kevin
I feel
Ross
like
is.
they just got different. See, that's the thing. Y'all want them to be the same, but they're not the same. And you're not gonna be able to put them in the same realm because they are two different people. They got two different stories. And they got, you know what I'm saying, they got two different purposes. So when y'all try to put them up against each other, it's not the thing to do.
Right, right, right. I see where you're going with it. I don't know who Kevin Ross is. I never heard of him.
I think you should. And people don't even know this man is a millionaire in the music. He make music behind scenes. You know what I'm saying? He started off as a songwriter, and he wrote uh Trey Songz "Touch and Loving"
I don't
with
even know
Nicki
what song that
Minaj.
is.
You don't
Yeah,
know what song that is? You'll know it if you hear it.
yeah, I got to hear it. What the name
Now
of it
ain't
again?
coming
Repeat that
back.
again.
That song.
I got to hear it. I
You
got to
like
hear it again.
it was
Uh,
trust me, it was a hit, okay?
it was a
And
hit.
yeah, it
Now
was.
I
It was.
like Trey. I like Trey Songz earlier music too, but the
I
music he
do.
put out late.
I'm not a fan of Trey Songz too much after I won't say I'm
Ready
not a fan, but
after
when he
Ready, he
come
start
out with
getting
certain
weak.
songs, my last favorite song from him was um well, I won't say last favorite song. My last favorite album was Ready. My last favorite song was the and I wish I never did it. That song.
That
Uh
album was good. Passion, Pain, and Pleasure was good.
that was an okay album. I
It
mean, it
was
was a great
alright.
album. I won't say okay. It's just it wasn't my favorite because I still like the Hungry Trey songs. Can't Help But Wait is probably one of my favorite songs from him.
Now that's Trey Day. Trey Day was a good album. That's a sleeper. His first three albums were solid. Now I
But he
think
was
Ready,
hungry. He wanted it bad.
he
He
had
was in
something he
the
had to
studio
prove.
literally recording himself and mixing himself. So, you know, like he wanted it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, you know how the label do. You know, they compromise everything. Uh, you know how that goes. Uh, who you feel like won the Keisha Cole and Ashanti battle?
I didn't watch because from what I heard, it was terrible. But for me personally, I feel like Ashanti, hands down, probably won as the songwriter with the better songs. Um, again, Keisha Cole is a great vocalist, and she might be a stronger vocalist, but Ashanti is a better songwriter. So I know Ashanti had more hits off the bat. Probably, I feel like she probably won, just hands down.
Yeah, I heard she came like 50 minutes late.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
Would you ever go on a blind date?
I'm open. I'm open.
Have you been on one before?
No.
Uh, Is it hard? Do you feel like it's hard to find relationships right now? Like, are you open to dating apps or whatever the case may be?
Yeah, I am actually. I don't mind. Because you never know where you you never know where you find love. And some is as much as some people are embarrassed of online dating, some people find their match that way, and they can be spending years with that person. You can meet somebody on the street and also find it that way, but either way, I feel like you can't go wrong. And we in a pandemic right now, so I personally feel like you should take the time to sit and know people.
Do you feel like a lot? Hold on. Do you feel like online dating is dangerous?
It can be, but you just have to be careful with you just have to be careful and be mindful of who you're dealing with. I feel like we have intuition and discernment to really determine whether somebody is okay to deal with. You just have to make wise decisions.
Do you feel like a lot of people just dating now in the pandemic to pass time?
I look at the pandemic as a blessing, to be honest.
Why?
Not to say it's unfortunate that we losing a lot of people, but it's taking the time to help or make people really sit down and see themselves for who they really are or what their capability is. The pandemic has definitely caused a lot of people to start businesses. So
Mm,
I feel
I,
like it's you know what I'm saying? Like I don't I don't think it's bad. I personally feel like it could be over, but I feel like they're prolonging for a reason. I'm not sure why. But that's neither here nor there.
you say that like the Illuminati after you.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like and I'm not into all that. I'm just saying, you know, for me, I have faith, so I don't really worry about everything else.
When you start making your own beats.
Probably like 17
When you
around.
start making beats, man? Like I never heard of a female producer except
Uh,
Missy.
well, I seen some of my friends doing it in class, and I was like, "What is that?" So then it got to a space where I was like, "Yeah, let me see if I can release these beats." And then I was like, "Yeah, you like 18 and you don't really have money like that, and you know your mom's not gonna drop no money, so what you gonna do?" So then that's when I was like, okay, let me just learn and start making beats. So one of my homeboys gave me FL, and that's when I just started learning. Just went from there.
Oh man, I forgot what I was about to say. Okay, so you started making beats. Do you mix and master as well?
I can. I'm good at audio engineering. So yes, I can open up Pro Tools. Yes, I can record or FL Studio or Logic. But I am a dry mixer. I'm not. I want to learn to mix to a level to where it can be on the radio. So that's something I'm in the midst of working on. But I can dry mix.
Mm, okay, that's unique though. You never heard of female producers for that. I mean, that's lit right there. That's lit. That's lit. Do you play any instruments?
I cannot play. I have a piano. Cannot play it. I have a guitar. I can play it lightly. Um, I I can tune it and play it based on just listening to it or just hearing a song that I've heard and I want to play that song and I'll try to like so I practice. That's something I do want to master though is the guitar.
Oh, you learn how to read it as well?
I'm not. I mean, I'm just kind of trying to play by ear really. So
Are you successful with that so far?
mhm. Yeah, it takes time. You gotta really put in the time and you gotta build the calluses on your fingers. So
You got a lot a guitar pick.
I mean, yeah, but sometimes it's a little hard to play with those.
Why?
Um, well, if you're not careful and you're playing, they'll fly out your hand. Then
Is your
what you
mother
you gotta play?
is your mother and father vocalists?
No,
Damn, so you just the only child that came out like this?
I don't have any siblings, so I'm the only. Just came out.
So you multifaceted.
Mm-hmm.
What was the freakiest thing you did in 2020?
I'm not gonna display that on social media. Um, I sent somebody a picture.
You
I'm
FaceTime?
not even gonna be embarrassed. My auntie on here right now. I'm looking at her like, oh, she about to tell some tea. Yeah, I sent a guy a picture.
Oh, you cat?
Huh?
Oh, you cat?
No, I said I don't want to because she's on social media. She's watching.
You said you sent him a picture, right?
I sent him a picture. Yeah.
It was nude. You were fully nude.
No. No.
What kind of
That's
picture?
as uncensored as I'm gonna get because she's watching the video. But you know,
That's it.
I'm not going that deep. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going that deep.
It's interesting. It's interesting. You believe in wearing masks?
Do I believe in wearing masks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wear 'em.
You feel like
I care about other people, you know.
do you believe it's stopping the spread of the virus as it should?
Anything you touch is cross contamination, gloves or no gloves. So I personally feel like maybe if we all just sit in the house for 30 days, maybe it'll go away.
That ain't gonna do nothing.
I mean, but I also seen China spraying their country. So maybe if we also try that or something
China.
like
Mm-hmm.
Santa, what's those like the TSA? Was it the little security things? They have those for the NBA and the NFL. So I feel like if businesses had those at the door, the little the little sanitizers that you walk through, that could also help kind of cut down.
You have any sneaky links during the pandemic? During the quarantine?
You said, do I have any what?
Did you have any sneaky links during the quarantine? So you was pulling up?
If I want to pull up, I just pull up.
So you usually pull up or the guy pulls up?
It depends.
Like
Depends
what
on who's closer. Who It depends on who got a space and who don't.
You talk to the guy.
I prefer to pull up though.
Why you prefer to pull up?
Well, I like being in control of the time that if I want to go, I can go, and if I want to stay, I can stay.
You usually spend it down on the first night.
Do I spend the night on the first night?
Yeah.
What I mean, what do you what is the first night inquire? Like we talking about like from a date or like
Yeah, like day goes
oh
well.
no. Usually it take me a while. Like it take me a while. I gotta feel like I can trust you.
Like, what makes you feel like you can trust a guy for you to go back to his privacy of his home?
I personally think I'm a good judge of character. And so I need to see you full out because I feel like personally, you talk to somebody and you can really tell just by having a conversation with somebody about what what they about.
Now, some people are good liars now.
Yeah, they are pathological.
Have you ever lied to men?
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and act like yeah. If I don't feel like doing something, I don't want to break nobody's heart. I have lied and be like, oh, I can't do it because like I got a family emergency or I have like how to put it, like something's going on. It's something serious if it's something I don't want to do.
Mm.
And sometimes, I've gotten down to a point. That was probably when I was a lot younger. But now I'm like, if I don't want to do something, I'm not gonna do it.
I agree. I agree. So you ever reflect on the guy to see another guy?
Yes. Yeah.
And what made you do
Yeah.
that?
If I'm feeling the other dude a little more, I have like, yeah, you was cool, you know what I'm saying? You nice and you sweet. But this one, you know what I'm saying? When I was younger, I was into like sometimes little bad boys. So not fully, but some that like to try it a little bit. So yeah, I have definitely ditched the nice guy. for a bad guy.
Mm,
I probably
interesting.
wouldn't do that now though.
No, 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 no. No, don't clean it up now. I'm trying to
No, I
dress it up
probably would
now.
do that now. Like the way I choose guys now are completely different from how I chose guys when I was like 22. So,
Why do you feel like a lot of women are attracted to the aura of a bad guy?
well, if you're a good girl, usually that's how it's just kind of how it is. But I was naturally attracted to the good guy. However, the good guy never saw me because he was too busy looking at the bad girls. So
Mm.
and it's funny because I seen a bad guy before. I mean, a good guy before anybody knew his potential and what he was going for. And the experience with that, it didn't work out. He never saw me. Never saw me. I mean, he saw me for what I was. Oh yeah, she's a good, caring person. Blah blah blah. But he never saw me in that light. So and then I mean, there's thrill to bad guys. So not
What
like
kind of thrill?
bad guys
What kind
like
of thrill?
it's just the adrenaline rush. It's just something that girls like. We just, what I'm saying. I don't know. It could be a little edge to it.
Good sex.
We froze. And you what? Okay, so you said good sex. It could be that. It could be. Sometimes girls like a little attitude because what I'm saying. Girls like to be put in place. They
When you
might
say
not
good,
tell you, but some girls like to be put in place.
like
Not like
physically,
no. And then sometimes it's not even like the disrespectful shit. It's just when you get checked. Girls like that.
how you like to
They,
get checked?
they don't say it, but they like that.
How you like to get checked?
I don't let dudes check me. I check them.
How you check dudes?
Wait, if they ever try to check me, I check them back.
So y'all checking each other?
Like I'm okay. So although I'm a sweet girl, I have like this sarcastic asshole kind of mentality sometimes, and it's just like it's flirty, but it's like if somebody tell me to do something, I'm always the person like, who you talk to? You're not talking to me because if you was talking to me, you know what I'm saying, you gonna talk to me better than that. So sometimes it can be flirty. Sometimes it can get serious. I'm great.
You like the type to like to be choked?
No, never been choked. Don't like it.
Could you marry the last person you had sex with?
You said, did I what?
Could you marry the last person you had sex with?
No.
Have you ever faked the orgasm?
Yes.
Why?
Could have been in some bad sex. Sometimes you don't know till you get down there that it's whack.
Was it you, him, or what?
Them. It was them. And for me, if it's whack, I'm like, okay, let me just get it over with.
So you just lied and say you came and you really did?
I don't feel no kind of way about saying that. But yeah.
So after you do this, what is that conversation like? After he doing it and walking around like he done beat it up when he really did it,
You
and
got me
he acting
giving
like he got
away
a big dick. He acting like he just beat it up. He got a big dick. He got the big dick walking like that. So what is that conversation like after that?
oh yeah, you did such a great job. Okay, I gotta go. I'm gonna see you later. Okay, bye.
So when it's good, what you do?
I'm tired.
You spend the night.
I'm tired. I'm
Spend the
sleep.
night. You spend the night, or you let him spend the night?
I'm tired. I'm sleep. I told you if I'm going, it's not gonna be in my space. It's gonna be in their space. So I'm tired, and I'm probably if I'm more out, more out. So then I'm probably gonna get up in a few hours and leave.
Man, do you call somebody back after you fake the orgasm, or it's like a hit and run?
It's like a hit and run. If we're friends and I don't want to hurt their feelings, I'll continue our friendship, but I won't like initiate any sexual activity. Like, I won't try to.
So you let them try to initiate it?
If they initiate it, I just curve. Yeah. I don't think
Like,
we should do that. We friends. Let's just.
hold on, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me you telling other guys that they friends after you had sex with them? Then y'all ain't friends. Y'all just fucked. The sex was good. The sex was platonic.
I have definitely friends on some people after that.
What make you friends on somebody?
I get turned off. If I'm turned off, then I'm. But I think you're a good person, or I think you're cool to be around. Then I'll friend zone you.
Nah, I don't do that friend zone shit.
I
Either fuck.
mean,
I don't do that. Real niggas don't do that shit. Either fucking or you ain't fucking.
well, I've slept with someone before, and then we be great friends after because we realized that that's not what we wanted, and it's not to say that the sex was bad. It's just that we weren't connected to each other. We wasn't into each other.
Let me ask you this, dude. How come women get another guy and then they invite him, they bring him in the room and they say, these are the guys I fuck right here. They act like they ain't never fuck all those guys or whatever. They be like, those my friends, and they fuck everybody in the room.
Who do that?
Women do shit like that.
First of all, that's risky. I would never bring a bunch of dudes I smashed in one room. That sounds like something a man would do. Bring a bunch of women in a room and like, oh yeah, this is my friend. No, I wouldn't do that. I feel like y'all got radars, and I just feel like that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? A man do something specific for a woman, and the other dude looking, especially if he smashed, and he like, why he guarding her like that? Like whatever the case might be. So I feel like y'all got radars. I feel like I wouldn't do that. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How you feel about the cucumber challenge? Did you try that?
Uh,
You said no. Can't talk about it. You went viral.
huh?
You went viral.
I didn't do that. That ain't even me. You know what I'm saying? That's for the, you know what I'm saying? That's for the girls who be down for the 99 and 2000. I
You feel like you feel
I
like
feel
you
like
reached a
certain things is personal. Like that's not something you're supposed to exploit on social media. I mean, men already have an imagination just by you walking down the street. So don't give them something to, you know what I'm saying? That's not a
y'all helping us. Y'all went half naked with the ass out and shit,
yeah, but
titties out.
that's you know what I'm saying. But that's up to that woman. That's not up to that man to make that decision or put a label on her to say that she's this kind of woman because she likes to dress a certain type of way. They're clothes.
You right, but I say this all the time. If you dress a certain way, you be mad at the certain responses that you get. Can't come with it. You gotta be ready for it now.
Wait, say that again.
If women dress a certain way, they can't get mad at the responses or how they're approached. It's fact.
That's very true. That's the con to wearing little clothes. Um,
So you
so
can't. Mm-hmm.
me personally, I'm not gonna put myself out there for that kind of attention. I feel like the same thing with girls getting asses. Like if you're gonna get an ass, be prepared to see, you know what I'm saying, what next is gonna turn behind you getting an ass. So like I mean, and it's one thing if you born with it. If your body is just like that, then you can't help that. But you going out there to get an ass or wear little clothes or wear no clothes at all, that's the risk you take. But for me, I know, so I don't put myself in that position. Most of the time, you know what I'm saying, I want somebody like me for me anyway.
Right, right, right.
When that
It's
ugly
all
stuff start to fade, then what your man gonna do? Like, not to say girls, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying when we age over time, both like men or women, like what's gonna hold y'all together? Cause
got to
all
be
that
the
cute
love.
stuff, that ass, when that ass starts sagging and them titties start dragging, like what's gonna hold y'all together? The love, the friendship, the connection y'all have, like what is it? The communication?
That's
That's
fact.
cute. It's cute. It's cute for now. But what about the long run, the longevity?
Anybody thinking about that? They think about popping that pussy, busting
I
wide.
mean, well, if that's the life you want to live, bust it wide open. But you know what I'm saying? That ain't my lifestyle.
You know
I'm
how to
just like,
twerk?
no.
You can't twerk.
Jesus didn't bless me. Um, he didn't bless me with that kind of body. Sorry. I ain't in none of the challenges for a reason. I can't throw it in a circle. I can throw it in a square because, but if that makes sense, I call that grind. That's like the Jamaican, all the Jamaican dances, the wine and the grind. I can do all that because you know what I'm saying. My dad's Nigerian, so it's in my blood. But yeah, twerking ain't for me. It's just not.
Mm. Now, this is the girl that can't dance be having the best, though.
They be having to what?
They be having the best. They be the
No,
best.
no comment. I don't know anything about that.
Do you feel like you reached your sexual peak yet, though?
No, because I haven't met my life partner. So no.
Right, right. I heard women will really reach their sexual peak till they get in their 40s.
Well, I guess we'll see when I find out. Because I don't know. I ain't made it there yet.
So is it safe to say you're a cougar now?
No. I
Well,
prefer guys that are older than me.
around their 50s?
No, that's too old. My dad is definitely in his 50s. I don't want nobody the same age as my mom and my dad. That's a no. Probably about a 5 to 7 year gap. Anywhere, well, I'll say anywhere between 30 to 37.
From your age? And
Mm-hmm.
why you like older guys? Why is that your
Cause y'all ain't
preference?
mature. I mean, I need to find somebody. I figure if I find somebody 37, you know what I'm saying, maybe they'll act like they 30.
What do that mean? What
Because
do you mean immature? What is your mindset on maturity?
like I'm a very mature person. So yes, I'm goofy. Yes, I have fun, but when it's time to be serious, it's time to be serious. When it's time to get money, it's time to get money. So I need somebody that can balance all those things and not be childish, not be immature, not be insecure. Because the things that I'm aiming for, I'm in a space where I don't need somebody that I'm achieving to be where I'm trying to be. I need somebody that is not going to be insecure, that is a bunch of young guys or celebrities or whatever around me. So I say that, with confidence.
It's interesting. Are you a submissive man?
I feel like I could be for the right man. A lot of
Mm,
people mistaken submissiveness for women laying down by the riverside, but it's not. That's not what it is. So you can still
mm.
be a team and still be submissive to your husband.
You like romantic, or you kind of like the rough and rugged,
I'm a romantic. I'm a love, like a hopeless romantic, I guess you could say.
hopeless romantic? I would listen to your album, man. Sign of a what is Genesis, sign of Genesis,
Era of Genesis.
Aerogenesis. Excuse me, Aerogenesis. What made you name it that?
Because I am in a transition, or when I was writing the EP, I was in a transition. So if you listen to the EP backwards, the EP backwards is actually how it starts. So I put it from beginning or my up tempo songs first to slow it down because I didn't want to ruin the vibe. But the first song is how it started. I got my heart broken. And women go through a process where we get our heart broken and then we gotta pick ourselves back up.
You gotta go through your whole phase to
Yeah.
get build your
Well,
ego
not
back
a
up.
whole phase. It's just because everybody don't go through a whole phase. But you got to get in a space to where you back comfortable with yourself and you're
You gotta
okay
fuck a
with.
lot of guys.
No, because I actually went through a phase of not messing with anybody. So
Yeah, you get like that, and then you want to get back on that bandwagon and pick up where you left off.
you do.
Ain't that right? Ain't that right?
You do. You want to try it. But then
Hmm.
if like I know, that getting back out there today is kind of like,
Hey, It's like riding
Cut
the
my
bike.
hair.
It's like riding a bike for you, ain't it? You've been out there.
I haven't been out there. Don't do it like that. I'm a good girl. Don't do that. Don't do that.
And when they say good girls, like bad guys.
Still, I'm a good girl, and I intend to find someone who is a match for me. So I've gotten comfortable with being single. At one point, I wasn't. Like, I wanted to really be with somebody, and I was like one of those young girls, like, oh, I'm gonna get a boyfriend, and I'm gonna lose my virginity, and then we're gonna get married and have a family and kids. And then when it went in the opposite direction, I was like, now I understand why Rihanna wrote "Good Girl Gone Bad."
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god!
Oh, Lee. Oh, Lee.
I said I
Oh,
understand. I didn't say I was gonna become that person. I said I understand.
what is something too far sexually for you?
You have to ask because I don't. I'm
Like,
not.
what is something too far that you wouldn't try?
Wouldn't try.
Yeah.
Girls be talking about they get their ass ate. It's just not for me.
You had a chum before?
Has it been tried before? I'm not gonna
Yeah.
tell you that, but I just know that that's not something I like. I just feel like your tongue not supposed to be there. It's not.
I mean, he eat pussy out.
It's still. It ain't supposed to be there. It's one thing if liquids is coming out of there. It's another thing if your toxic waste is coming out of there. So for me, I'm like, nah, nah.
Yeah, like it.
Hmm?
Did you like it?
What you mean did I like it? Why are you asking me questions that's gonna determine whether I'm gonna answer whether I got that done or not? I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm
I
gonna
ain't saying
plead
you.
the
I just
fifth.
asked you, did you like it?
I'm gonna plead the fifth because that would determine if I had it done or not.
So you didn't like it.
That I'm not answering that. Next question. Next question.
You like whips and chains. You don't even take it like whips and chains.
Whips and chains. No. I just told you I'm romantic. I like rose petals. Impress me. Wow me. Put some
Like
flowers
champagne
out.
bottles.
Put a heart on the bed and say I like you or I love you. Like I
I
don't
know
want
your
to be in
type.
whips and chains.
I know your type. I know your type. I know your type. I know your type. Has any celebrity try to hit you up?
Somebody played fraud for what's his name? Dang, what's his name? Eric Bellinger.
You thought it was for real?
Nah. I went to go see, of course, because you know everybody have chicks around here. And I asked and he was like, yeah, that's so not me. So
If he was in your DM to try to hit you up, would you allow it?
it depends.
So if you say come fly, he fly you out, you would come see him.
He can fly me out. But I'm the type of person that if you fly me out, I'm gonna still make sure I got some money to fly back because I know people be trying it.
So you'll spend the night at his house, what you're saying.
I can get my own hotel.
I mean, if you can't fly out of his basement, what you're saying is you ready, you
You
down
can
to
fly
fuck.
me out. You could definitely fly me out, but I can stay in my own place.
That what you're saying is you down to fuck, though.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I just told you in the past that I have known people. I get to know them first before I sleep with them. Now, I have had a one night stand or two, but what I'm saying is, majority of the men I have ever known, I knew them for a long time first. I believe in seeing people in all four seasons because there might not be the person you know what I'm saying, you lay down with. A lot of people run around here talking about their baby mama's crazy, their baby daddy's crazy. You need to know who you're dealing with.
They knew they was crazy. They just ignored the red flags.
Right. They ignore the red flags. So I don't like to ignore those kind of flags.
You knew him motherfucker was crazy when y'all was at Denny's or at Waffle House.
There you go. You knew it. And so for me, I'm just not. I made some mistakes. I chose some trashy guys in the past.
Did their ex you want back?
I have a guy that I never got that I wanted, but that's another story.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I see YouTube channel, man. You did the knock knock cover. That was dope. I like that. And the
Thank
best
you.
you ever had.
Thanks.
Explain that song. What that mean?
That mean don't come back. Don't come back. I really just did that song because it was a challenge. It was a Missy challenge, and that was one of the fun songs. All the other songs was the drag and sad R&B songs. So
What about the best you ever had?
my song, best
Yeah.
ever. Um, that was on a song. A guy that I really thought that guy was like my soulmate at the
Mm.
time. So, I
How you
really
thought that? What made you figure he was your soulmate?
well. For one, I was having dreams, and so stuff kept leading back to him. Two, I've known him since we were kids, so I always had a thing for him, and so I couldn't, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't tell this person. That's why my EP starts the way it does. That's why I said my EP is backwards. If you listen to it from 7 to 1, then you'll understand the transition. That's why it's called Area of Genesis. I just did it backwards because of the vibe of making it fast to slow, because I didn't want to drag nobody out. But yeah, it was about telling somebody how I feel the truth after so many years. And although it didn't work out, it was time for me to release and move on, which is why it's the Era of Genesis, because I'm transitioning, I'm forming into something else, into someone else. Basically
Has
a
a
life
label,
coach.
has a label ever offer you anything or try to come at you?
I've had not any major labels. I've had four label offers though. They were
What
all
would they think?
independent. They were independent.
Can you name?
Not at this time. I don't want to put them out like that because
Okay.
they also weren't. Some of them weren't professional. Like they just weren't on a level that I needed to for business, and I don't want to spoil that if they are doing something for for other artists.
Mm. What's the best way for a guy to slide in your DM?
Slide in my DMs. What's poppin'? Make me
Do you
laugh, you know what I'm saying? Or what I'm saying? Just say how you feel. And my first instinct is to go look at your Instagram. A, are you creepy? B, are you weird? C, you look like stalker vibes. And if I get the kind of energy that makes me feel like, oh, you cool, okay, I'll respond. It's that simple.
got like a light skin, dark skin?
Well, I take that back. Okay, so I had a thing for the chocolate, but the chocolate I don't seem to attract. So, and that was for a long time, and then I began to open up to different complexions. But that was just being young and didn't know better. But now I date all kinds. So
Even white people?
I'm open to trying, but I've never dated
Think a
outside of
white man
my.
can fuck you like a black man can?
I don't know. I've never been with one.
Do you shoot your shot at guys?
I do now.
How you shoot your shot?
I get in the DMs and I ask, or I say, "Hey, how you doing?" I start off with a compliment. I say something that I like about that person.
How many guys you hit up so far?
In life, I don't know.
I'm talking about the DMs now recently.
I'm saying in life, I don't know. I've been on Instagram for a while. I have no idea. Well, I didn't start shooting my shot until I was like 23, maybe. Because at one point I was a little afraid of rejection. So Then
TV.
I went into do a die mode. Like, you like this boy, girl, you better say something. And I was nervous as shit, but it worked. And that's when I learned about confidence. Like, girl, all you gotta do is sell that thing, boy. They with it. So yeah, now I don't have no fear about it. If you don't like me, I'd be like, oh, well, that's on you because I'm pretty dope. So
That's lit. Do you like the guys to make the first move, or do you want to make the first move?
I like guys who make the first move.
Do you send out like signals? You let guys know when you want them to
I'm not
close.
good at that. I'm not good at none of that. I'm not good at none of that. Don't even ask me that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real life tomboy. I talk to guys like they talk to their homeboys. And I don't get girly until it's like, you like me? And then that's when all the feminine attitude come out.
I only want a woman who's feminine with me. I don't want no masculine woman. Cause
I
I'm
mean,
attracted.
like, I'm still who I am, but you know, when the lovey-dovey part start coming in and it's like they want to be intimate, that's when all the feminine stuff started coming out. But on a regular basis, no. I'm not just be like, oh my God, today, girl. Like, that's not who I am. I'm nothing like that.
So when a guy approaches you in person, like, what is you think? What are some things you think he should say to you, like, to get your attention? You just got to go.
Like I told you, say something to make me laugh. Catch me off guard. If you can catch me off guard and make me laugh, then I'm like, okay, what you got to say now? Like, what? And if they try it, you know,
And you say you don't send out a signal, so you just want somebody to just cold approach you.
I don't. It don't matter. Like, we could be in a
Mm.
casual environment. You could ask me questions that lead up to something. You can slide in my DM. You can hit me a text message. I'm gonna observe you. I'm always a person that come in the room like a fly on the wall. I observe everything.
You know,
And
sir.
then I peep the room. And then if I feel like the vibe is right, I roll with it. If I feel like I ain't supposed to be up in there, I'm like, I see y'all later. I gotta go somewhere else. But I also don't put myself in places that I shouldn't be in.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize that too. I don't pull up on women no more though.
I mean, you know, now that I have a different perspective on how I choose my men, you know, as I learned as I get older, they don't do you like that when they're mature and when they got it together and when they really have a focus. Usually the fuckery comes from the boys that be like, oh, they favorite line when they meet you. So where you stay at? What side of town you on? Because you're trying to figure out how long it's gonna take if I decide to pull up on you or you pull up on me. Why you need to know that? Why is that important?
You should be asking something like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say that though. You can't say that right
Or
there.
you know what I'm saying? What's your schedule like?
You try to stimulate a woman's mind. You stimulate her mind.
That's really how you, I know I'm not giving away game, but that's really how you fuck up a girl
Why you
head.
don't want to give away no game?
Because
That's what,
I'm still on my team for a reason. But
team
girls
what?
like, I'm still for the girls, you know what I'm saying? I'm still like, I'm gonna hold them down with the facts. Like, these niggas be trying it. Are you from here? Are you in Atlanta?
I'm in South Carolina. But I
Oh,
know
see,
women though.
okay. You ain't in Atlanta, so you don't know. I don't know if you know the fuckery that's rotating around in this state alone.
What's going
I
on in
can't
that?
even
What is
speak
the
for
fuckery?
everybody else. But these dudes be trying it.
Like what you been explaining?
They be trying it.
You trying to fuck you? Or...
On site if they can. Don't have no job, don't have no car, don't have nothing.
Oh, women love that.
I
Women,
don't want that. Because if I
they
get
say,
pregnant tomorrow, then why am I going to set myself in a situation? I like to know your whole background, what you got going on. Even if we don't work out and we make a baby and we got to coexist, A, I need to know you're not crazy. B, I need to also know, can you sustain an income to take care of your child? I'm not going to be one of them baby mamas that make it hard, you know what I'm saying? But altogether, I'm not even trying to be a baby mama. But if it was supposed to, you know what I'm saying, if it gets to be like that, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I need to know everything. What kind of job you got? Have you been with this job for a long time? You know what I'm saying? Or you
Damn,
just you
you
just
asking all that?
started. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because that shows that if are you gonna hang in and do what you need to do, you know what I'm saying, for your kid. Do you know millennials, they be in their jobs at a minimum of 3 months before they be like, fuck this shit, I'm finna go somewhere else.
Let me
That's
ask
the
you this.
average.
Do you feel
Because
like a lot of millennials? Do you feel like a lot of I ain't know that you just gave me some advice. Do you feel like a lot of millennials are trying to start their own business now because they see their parents work a plant for 25 years and everybody want to be business oriented?
we doing it because we are having to do a lot of things that we don't want to do.
You feel like that's good or bad?
We more enlightened than our generations of the past. So for me, I look at that we came from a space where at one point we didn't have technology and we did. So think about the time where all we had was that big block cell phone or that house phone. We was cool with that. We would go outside. We would play music in the yard and have a good time and just enjoy each other's company or just be outside playing. These kids now don't go outside. They always on their phone. They all and they're feeding into social media the life that don't is not really, you know what I'm saying, it's not day to day. So it's like we come in between both generations to where we know the truth. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we watching our parents work super hard, our grandparents working hard, making sacrifices, and we realizing that we don't want that life. We want to take vacations. We want to go out and be able to blow a bag if we want to because we work hard for it. But we also want that money back as fast as we lost it. So, you know what I'm
But
saying? We
but
now know about things and we know about tools that we can get into and break those generational curses and build wealth. So our family didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't teach us about credit. They didn't teach us
hey,
about, you know what I'm saying? They didn't teach us the things, the necessities that we needed. They went with the whole rotation of, okay, go to school, graduate, go to college, get a job. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, you're gonna have to pay back that loan that you got from Sally Mae because I didn't save you up no money to go to college. Like, oh yeah, if you have children now, just mind you that you're gonna have to take care of that child. That's $1 million right there. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention you still gotta pay back that, you gotta pay your house and you gotta pay your utilities. And you gotta pay for whatever that child needs through the school year if they're doing activities with the school. They don't tell you none of the things that they had to go through with us. So we kind of going through what we learned already.
but and back to what the question, what you said, your answer, you said that millennials don't keep a job in 3 months. Is it that the reason why, or do you respect that, or you feel like that's bad, or how you feel about that?
It's however they want to do it. If you can get out there and make it happen, make it happen. So I'm not neither for nor against it. If you want to get in a corporate job and make it, you know what I'm saying, make that thing shake, then make it shake. You know, but if you also want to go out there and be a business owner, you know what I'm saying, you also got to make it happen. It's not going to be an overnight process.
Yeah, being a business person ain't no
It's a different
different
road.
animal.
Yeah, like I've been a graphic designer my entire, you know what I'm saying, like entire 20s.
Somebody just said Atlanta guys are a different breed. Atlanta a different breed. Like now, this is what I heard. I heard poor guys give out the best sex. Though, is that true?
I don't really know. I can't say that. I never smashed a rich guy to know that. Like to know that everybody I've ever dealt with has been middle class. I don't know no rich people.
When I say poor, I'm not talking about poor. I'm talking about with no job, no car, nothing like shit like that. He just got all the time
Oh,
in the
fuck
world.
boys with nothing. Yeah, they gotta be good at
Why?
something. I guess they gotta be good at something.
Why you think? Why you think so? Though?
Huh?
Why you think so?
Mm.
Those type of women, those type of guys, women like. Those type of guys, women like though, man.
We like to have fun with those guys. We don't like to land in a situation, but sometimes people land in a situation.
Women like those. I'm starting to realize that. But see, I know women though. See, women can't run that little bullshit on me. I know the game. I know the game now.
That's what you say, but
Hey man, y'all out there watching, just try your luck though. But I already know the situation.
okay.
But you see that a lot though. Have you had situations with those guys?
What have I ever been with a fuckboy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
How
yeah.
many?
A couple. And I
Give me
mean, like I said again, when I started like when I now just say when I started being active sexually, like my first my first guy was a fuckboy. Like my
why he's a fuckboy. Explain that.
hater never want to get on. And at that time, I was like working at a Fortune 500 company, and I was like, "Yo, like, I don't care if you go work at American Deli at the register. They hiring, bro. Like, get this money. You ain't gotta be there forever. Like, but start somewhere." He didn't want to do that.
How long you was with him?
I wasn't. We was a situation. We was not together.
So y'all just
But
fucking around.
I was like, you need to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So y'all was fucking around.
yeah.
How long
And
y'all
I
fucking
was
around?
young. I was 22. I was like, I'm doing me. I'm getting this money. Like,
You would bring you. This is what I realized. Women want two guys, actually three guys. See, I know the game. See, y'all
what?
can't play me.
Why
Y'all
do you
play them
think you
other
want
niggas.
three? No, if we could really have one with everything, we would. But see, it worked like a little triangle, and you can't have everything in this. You know what I'm saying? You got
And
to
that's
pick
why a
three.
lot of women and all the women who out there watching this, a lot of y'all are sorry, and y'all ain't got shit going for yourself. That's why y'all want these sorry ass men, because y'all some sorry motherfuckers.
That's not well. If that's what they want, and sometimes it's not that. It's not that they're sorry. It's really
Y'all
that
sorry.
it's not that they're sorry. Sometimes that they come from environments where they don't know their worth.
They're sorry.
Sometimes because that doesn't make them sorry. It just makes them
That's my
it makes
opinion.
them uneducated.
That's my
It makes
opinion.
them ignorant to knowing their worth. That's your opinion. It makes them ignorant, but you can learn anything. You can learn self-love. You can learn your worth.
So you smashing this guy or whatever. How long did that last?
Probably about 8 months.
Was you smashing other guys, or he was just the only one you was smashing?
He was the one that I was smashing for the 8 months.
Was he living with you?
No. I wasn't living with me. Hell, I was living with somebody else, but I was always gone. I was living with family and I was gone.
But you was that was your nigga, you would say.
He wasn't my dude. He was a dude that I was rocking with who wanted to be with me. But I feel like he didn't want to be with me because, yes, he liked me. Yes, he enjoyed me. But he didn't want to be with me because he authentically wanted me. He wanted the type of environment, the type of environment I
You was
was
spending
building.
money on him?
No.
So you been breaking off no bread. This is what I realized. Women want three guys. They want a man with dick, they want a man with money, and they want a man to give them a good time.
Why we can't have all that in one?
You ain't thought I knew that, didn't I? You ain't thought I knew that.
Why we can't have all that in one though?
We asked you this, dude. You ain't thought I knew that, though. See, I
I'm
know.
not gonna say you don't know that. It's you know whatever you know. I don't know what you know.
But am I right or wrong, though? Yes or no? In
I
my
feel
assessment.
like I feel like that's part of it. But I feel like
Mm.
women are we're a certain kind of creature that we need we need the emotional. We need the emotional, we need the physical. Because we love differently from how y'all love.
Love,
Love.
love, love,
Love.
love.
Mm-hmm.
Love my ass. Women don't want no love out here. They just want they want drugs and a good time.
That's
You-
what you think. And that's okay if that's what you think. But that shows a lot about you.
nah,
Because that means you don't know women.
I know a lot about women. I know a lot about women.
Well, I
Women
know
want three
that
guys.
wasn't the answer because I guarantee you that we need more than just dick. When dick becomes
Dick, money, and a
disposable.
good time.
But see, here's the thing: dick is disposable. You can get that anywhere. So what else can you offer me as a man besides your goods?
Well, pussy is
And now
exposable.
I can make my own
Disposable.
money. And now I can make my own money. So what else can you offer me?
But that's like the same thing with me though. Pussy is disposable. Like pussy out there for everywhere.
So what else can you offer me?
That's what I say to women. When women want these guys, or he got to have this, or
A good
he
time.
got
You can show me thrill. You could be spontaneous. You can learn to be spontaneous. You
women love
can.
spontaneous guys.
Some
Or
people
you
naturally have it, but you can decide today I'm just gonna book a flight and she has no idea and we're gonna go out here and we're gonna do this or we're gonna do that and it be spontaneous and that be something that she like because it's a thrill. See,
I don't
thrill
know.
ain't always involved. It don't always involve getting in trouble or living life on the edge. Because I watch couples who have rebuilt the flame in their relationship over and over and over and over, and they've been together for years. That's what makes me believe that there is a chance to get what you want all in one person. The thing is when you don't know yourself, then how can you find what you're looking for?
I think it's hard to find good sex out here.
Hmm.
Mm. I don't know, man. Women want two guys. They want dick and money. And
That's what
guys, if you don't
that's
know,
what you think. That's what you
guys,
think.
guys,
But
if you
there are
don't know
guys
who you
out
is,
there with
you the
both.
guy giving her money.
It's guys
Would
out
you?
there with both.
I'm sorry, what you were saying?
I say it's guys out there with both.
But you rather have two.
Why you think I want two men?
No, I'm not saying. I shouldn't say you. I'm saying in general. Excuse me, in
No,
general.
my entire life, I have wanted one man. When that one man decided that he was not into me, I wanted someone else. Then when I moved on, it's never been like, yeah, girls have situations and yeah, we have options, but we looking for that one. We looking for that one that can outdo all of them. We always looking for that one. Now, sometimes we get tripped up along the situation, and you know what I'm saying? We get it in some we can't get out of, or some we got to deal with until our kids is 18 or something. I don't have no kids, but I'm just saying, like, you just got to roll with the punches. But that's just
Yeah.
your opinion. That's your opinion. You think we need more than one man? That's cool. That's understood. But to be honest, we don't need nobody. You
Mm.
need nobody but yourself.
Oh well, you're on that feminist movement now.
No, I'm not. No, I believe that as a man. You don't need a woman either. You need nobody but yourself. Because you're supposed to be, your job here is to be working on yourself.
Mm.
So
Everybody needs
that other
somebody.
person is not supposed to make you happy. They're not supposed to complete you. You're supposed to complete yourself. And when y'all come together, y'all become a powerhouse. So that I don't understand when girls be talking about, oh, I need him to buy me this and buy me that. I be like, sis, but what's wrong with your legs and feet? You can get up and go buy your own stuff.
If you can't buy yourself, you need nobody else to buy it for you. Ain't it?
That's how some girls feel like they operate. But I feel like because you are supposed to be working on yourself, nobody owes you nothing. Get up and get it yourself. I have never been one of those girls to be like, oh, can you give me this? Can you spoil me? He got to get my hair and nails done. I've always got my own hair done and my own nails done. I don't ask men for money. I don't need to. And if they want to give it to me now, I'm going to take it. I don't got no problem with saying thank you. I appreciate you. But I'm not going to be like, ooh, begging and asking or saying he needs to give me some money because he feel like he's entitled. No man is entitled to give you anything, especially if he's not your husband.
Mm. You know what? We're gonna end on that note right there, man.
Hmm.
I appreciate having you. I'm gonna let you win that. I'm gonna let you win that right there. Next
It's
time,
right. It's right.
next time, to be continued on Dragon Ball Z. We're gonna continue this topic, guys. I appreciate having you. It was a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
You got any shots, anything before I let you go?
Everybody follow me at Breannajay with 2 A's. Area Genesis is out now.
Hey man, we out, man. We had a good time, man. Stay dangerous.
See you
Yeah.
later.